Stan says, obviously Tech, BYU, Arizona, Utah, Houston, and Arizona State look like the best teams in the Big 12 this year. But with all the coaching changes last year at UCF and West Virginia, and the upcoming changes at K-State and Iowa State, and Oklahoma State next year, has the conference overall gotten weaker, especially considering how rough the seasons have been for Cincinnati, TCU, Baylor, Colorado, and Kansas? No, I actually think the Big 12 has gotten deeper and better. It's just the teams that we thought had a chance to be elite are not. Oklahoma State is case in point. When the Big 12 got to its current setup of 16 teams 2 years ago, if I told you that Mike Gundy would go 0-18, well, he didn't go 0-18. Oklahoma State went 0-18, and Mike Gundy would be out of work in 18 months, would you have believed me? Of course not. No way. TCU not being as good, Baylor not being as good, is more of a testament to, I think, the teams that have come into this conference and performed well. Arizona State, BYU, Arizona this year. That's what's impressed me. Colorado last year. The newcomers have been better than expected. And that's the story to me about what this 16-team conference has been about over the last couple of years. It's not a knock on any one team. It's not a knock on any one conference. It's more about what the Big 12 has done to grow itself and who's been investing in the program and where those investments have come from. Even Houston. I mean, I've been tough on Houston, especially the fan base that does not show up for these football games, which is very disappointing. But they just got the number 2 quarterback in the class of 26. They're spending. They're investing. And, there's just some of the old guard in the Big 12 that has not proven it's willing to do that. It's part of the reason Matt Campbell's not at Iowa State anymore. So I think right now the Big 12 is overall in a very good position. It's just not coming from the places that maybe we thought it was going to come from. A lot of us would have guessed that Oklahoma State could have been a team that would have become the cream of the crop, whatever you want to call it, the blue blood of this league for years to come, when OU and Texas left and the 4 new schools came in. And obviously they've become a bottom feeder in this league over the last 2 years. Can Eric Morris change things and turn things around? I believe he's got a chance to do that, but it's much easier said than done. So it's just, to me, to Stan's question about how the Big 12 has been so unpredictable these last couple of years. Not about how the conference has gotten weaker at all. In fact, I think there's great strength in this conference. I think there's better strength in this conference than we thought there might be 2 years ago. And it's just coming from different places. Obviously, Tech has invested tremendously. BYU's there. Arizona's building something. Arizona State has something. So it's just coming from the places that maybe we didn't expect. But the Big 12 is in a very good spot right now, and I think all things considered, based on where we were, let's say 16, 17 months ago, things are ahead of schedule based on how the Big 12 is operating. Now, they just got to get to the playoff and win some of these games. That's why it's imperative that every Big 12 fan pull for Texas Tech. Texas Tech should be the team that all Big 12 fans root for. The Big 12 has one win in 10-plus college football playoffs. You want to change the narrative around the conference? Tech's got to get some big wins. They got to steamroll some teams. They got to get to a national championship and maybe win it. That would be good for all other 15 teams in the Big 12 conference. It would say that what happened at BYU in 2 games this year was more of a Texas Tech thing than it was a BYU not being able to play with the top 12 teams in the country. That is exactly what this conference needs right now. And I know if you're a Houston fan or a Baylor fan or a TCU fan, you can't fathom the idea of rooting for Tech. I'm telling you, the Big 12 needs it right now, and they need it in a big way.